Yeah, you know how it is. Fucking. Oh my god, Christmas time. The gift that keeps on giving is the sheer depression of having to create uh, reports. Because, my god. I'm. Bro, I can't even think, man. Like, that's how bad it is. Oof. Alright, yeah, so I was like, hey, what's a better way to get motivated and to, blast through, um, and to blast through this, paper? Stream it, bro. No better motivator than the watchful eye of judgment. Oh, that's the wrong paper, I just realized. Oopsie daisies. That's also the wrong paper. There, that's the right paper. Here we are. There we are. Yeah. So, we're cooking a results of discussion sector of this paper, which is based on the opinions of how farmers feel that they are equipped to deal with Arctic events. So we're gonna hit them. The game plan is to answer this research question of, do farmers feel that they are properly equipped, and how can we help them? We found that they do not feel properly equipped, and that this this lack of knowledge, essentially, is due to a fear of the unknown cost of actions. So, for example, a lot of research papers show that farmers show that farmers do not take risks when it comes down to their bottom dollar, their bottom line. Which kind of ties into the fact that farmers share information, not ideals, because this isn't like a complete. Not all farmers think the same. So while farmers do share ideas or share information like how to farm efficiently, how to say save pollution from, or how to stop or mitigate pollution in watersheds or in waterways that they might be causing, their ideals aren't the same. While they might share this information, they might employ it or not based on their values. I think I'm not gonna hold the not ideals part. I think I'm just gonna cut it down to farmers share information, a lack of communication between figures in agriculture. Um, yeah, this mainly is proven by the fact that they are very untrustworthy. They're not very untrustworthy. They are skeptical of information put out by the provincial government in relation to farming. Um, yeah, this is seen in two reports I found here in my references, which I actually need to get a lot more because right now I'm rocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primary sources when I should be getting 10. So I do need to find 4 more, which I'll do right now. So you're just gonna have to deal with this little fella in the top right corner instead. Yeah. So I think the stream is gonna put some extra validity into a video idea I've been cooking up. Unfortunately, though, it seems that if you stream on YouTube, it hampers your performance alongside algorithms. Because I was thinking about this, Matara Khan, she streams exclusively on Twitch, but her YouTube views are like exponentially higher than a lot of other VTubers who are bigger. That might just simply be due to the fact that she does reactionary content and that performs well on YouTube. Might be something else. What's the one? What's that saying where it's like, is it this? Bro, my brain is not working. Anyways, Canadian farmers' attitudes and perceptions. Canadian consumer. We are stewards and caretakers of the land, not exploiters of resources. A qualitative study exploring Canadian farmers' perception of environmental sustainability. This is not the most trustworthy looking website. I'm gonna do some research into it. PLOS. What is it? PLOS 1? What is this? Yeah, it is PLOS 1. Is it a trustworthy? Yeah, is it a reputable journal? Is fully peer reviewed? Okay, that's good to know. It's a peer reviewed open source mega journal. Perfect. Since 2016. Okay, it's relatively new. Yeah, that's very important when you find articles. You need to figure out if they're peer reviewed or not. Yeah. The video I was cooking in my head was about making a video about how to properly do your own research, because that phrase got tossed around a ton in the past couple of years, and I think that properly informing people on the dangers of misinformation and disinformation and how to spot bullshit when they're browsing the internet is very important in the modern age, especially since internet literacy is currently being taught in schools and we're just getting into it. Like, I was very fortunate in that internet literacy or media literacy was a whole subject within my English class. So I would like to give a video that would provide the same kind of experience and information that did for me. But right now, I'm reading this article. So it says 52 farmers across Canada were interviewed through Zoom. Okay. They have this image of age. Okay, so that's just the criteria. Okay, characteristics. Okay, participants with small farms produced. Alright. Yeah, but what is the point of this? This is a qualitative study exploring perceptions of environmental sustainability. Yeah, but what exactly? They did this experiment, but they don't really comment on the ideals or the views of the participants. Coalesce into 4 main themes and associated sub-themes. Table 2. Sub-themes, minimizing current practices, challenges. Okay, cool. So, as limiting their impact on the environment by, for example, maintaining a balance between inputs and outputs, or operating with a closed-loop system. Not really not relying on many other inputs from other sources outside of the farm. Applegro explains that the environmental sustainability means minimizing the impact of my practices on the environment. Specific dimension of minimizing impacts was minimizing waste. Farmers described the controls used to minimize their waste and outputs from livestock, watering, and other operations. A sheep farmer explained, "We're always keenly aware of how we feed our animals, blah 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 blah." Current practices. No tillage. Okay. Improvement and adaptation. Current practice of farmer commentary reflecting the view of several. The fact that we've adapted, we've become more efficient. Okay, cool. Stewards of the land, feelings of pride, challenges. Here we are. It's challenging and stressful. Yada yada yada. I think we can reference the volatile markets, like the business aspect of this, as a sort of pressure that farmers are feeling. How the market is volatile, which kind of pushes them towards this sort of. But then, how do we give a recommendation to prevent that? That's kind of the issue with presenting economics. It's the issue of presenting economics as a problem. Because then you have to give a recommendation on how to solve it. And it's like, well, how do you fix the industry itself? How do you fix the very essence of farming in the business aspect of it, Yeah. Consider environmental sustainability. It's the economic constraints. I think I'm going to reference this as just a supporting piece when talking about how farmers are how about their distrust of the government, how they're kind of pressured into being sustainable but not really given the tools to make that sustainability economically sound for them. Yeah. And it kind of also coincides with the other point I'm making about the other point I'm making about, oh my god, I forgot what I was saying. This is the problem with being a bit four. Coincides with the other point about their lack of confidence with interacting or with employing things they don't entirely know. Page. There we are. We're not putting that. And copy to clipboard. That is another one into the books. So that puts us at 7. And that is a very general piece. So it can really fill in wherever references lack. Alright, Times New Roman, size 12. And then give me a sec. Don't want to show my files. There we are. There. Also published in 2023, that is good. I do have an article here published in 1993 just talking about how farmers are a cause of anoxic events within PEI, which is the bulk of this article. I also might delete all this because it just kind of reiterates the point. It just helps drive it home. I'm going to keep it because I think it shows a direct correlation because here we can see potato farming, and here as well how these places are very heavily in the red with potato farming, and estuaries are a common occurrence amongst them. So it really does help drive home the fact that farming and nitrogen runoff is a key player in anoxic events occurring within PEI. Okay, so we found another. So we're gonna get started on this. We're gonna open up with farmers feeling like they lack critical information. So opener, a common sentiment identified among. Common sentiment identified. What's a good opener? No, yeah, a common view that many farmers hold is that they lack. I feel like I shouldn't open with that because that directly answers the problem, the research question, about them feeling like they lack information. No, I guess I can do, like, yeah, it lacks, and here's why they feel like they lack information, you know? And then farmers sharing information is like, okay, well, they share information between themselves, but because of a distrust of the government, we can spin that in a way where it's like, it's a negative, blah, 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 blah. I'm just speaking on my ass right now. Okay. Hold is that... they lack the knowledge. They lack the knowledge and tools. Yeah, but that's just directly answering the research question in the very first sentence. Whereas I think I should answer it at the very end. Yeah, we're going to answer that at the end. There, and then recommendations. So we're going to open up with a fear of unknown cost of actions. So, as, as there are many, that doesn't make sense. We need to make this very concise and very cold. We can't really use. Also, if you're wondering why I sound weird, I have a bunch of fucking cold sores in my mouth, and it hurts. So, I'm trying to talk in a way where it doesn't hurt, because pain, bad. Shocker. Fear of the unknown cost of actions. How the hell am I going to talk about? What's a good lead into this? I think I can just blast open, like, no need for an introduction, just straight into the meat and potatoes. So I can say, fear of the unknown cost of actions. If you shared among farmers that, if you shared among farmers that prevents many from a common view you found to be shared among farmers that prevents many from adopting sustainable farming habits, practices, is not a fear, but man, there's so many words that have been on the tip of my tongue that I want to say and include in my text, but for some reason my brain can't conjure up the proper enunciation to lay on my tongue to get these words out and onto my paper. Sustainable farming practices is a not a fear, kind of is a reluctance. There we go. And from a reluctance of, no, not a reluctance, of common view found to be shared among farmers that prevents many from adopting sustainable farming habits is that the cost of changing is not apparent from the get-go. But that's too informal. So, common view found to be shared among farmers that prevents many from adopting sustainable farming practices is that the cost of changing to these practices, to these methods, is unknown to them, and the immediate beneficiaries. Pros. A smarter word for pros is what I'm looking for in my head currently. And the immediate benefits, I guess just benefits. And the immediate benefits are not apparent. Yeah, because that is literally what we just found. So that's the point, and we're going to back it up with synthesizing a bunch of different texts. So if we take our articles and we use the economical challenges here for section 4 of this PLOS 1 article, as well as utilizing the technology portion of the Learning Communities and New Farmer Knowledge in Canada article. If we smash together these 3 articles, because there's a third one I did not mention, we will have a strong intro. And then we can lead it into the fact that this distrust stems from a lack of communication between figures in agriculture. Then we can say, well, they do share information just amongst themselves, and it's such a tight-knit community, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it appears that in this article, technology is not a focal point. It's mainly focused on the social science aspects of it and the characteristics of the farmers themselves. So we're gonna chill on that. I also have this article for the changes in soil over the course, which just helps show, yeah. So that's it. This one, I think, talks about technology. It's about reconstructing the good farmer identity from farmers in Iowa. However, first, most farmers can change the locally accepted farm management techniques to include water quality. Yeah, this is a really strong basis to a fear of. I think I'm going to save this article for the recommendations, because this article directly combats a lot of the notions that these findings make. But I will include them when I'm writing. Yeah, so currently what I am smithing in the good old noggin is what the fuck is this article? Oh, yes. Yes. I know this article. Yes. I want to see the PDF. I don't want to see this shit. Here we are. This will have a technology portion to it, and that is what I'm looking for. Stewardship, right race. Where did I see this? Yeah, I think it's a fear of the unknown costs. So when they're presented with like benefits, then they get into it. Okay. So I'm gonna work on that now. After I take a sip of water. When farmers are presented with alternatives to their current, when farmers are presented with alternatives to the farming habits of those around them, cannot see a return of investment, there is a reluctance to adopt these farming habits. And then we're going to cite this article. Once farmers are presented with the intrinsic value of these actions, then and seeing proof of it being applied to other farms, then they come around to the idea, and that will be our first point. And then we can expand it tomorrow and do some shit and blah blah blah. Oh, excuse me, my lord. Alright, so this is, because it is 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, we are going to hit them with the Carmichael al. Published in 2023, and we want to say specifically section 4. 4. Economical challenges. Unless there's a PDF, in which case, yes, here it is. Download PDF. Where is the... Here. Page 11. Where the hell am I? There I am. I don't know where to put this. This should be at the top of results, eh? So that's 1. How do I cite? How to cite in-text citation. Citation from multiple sources. Citing multiple works. Okay. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm just not going to include the page. I'm just going to include this, and then we will also want to cite the news article here, which is this. So Scarrett. Scarrett 2022. So it's setting place the citations in alphabetical order. Yep, they are. Adams AL 2019, Schumann, and yeah, okay. Scarrett 2022. Yeah. Sir, I swear there was another article that had. This is a CBC article about economic pressures. I swear this article had some of the farmers talking about a lack of trust. Incentivization and monetization. Damn. This article is good, but I can't cite it currently for this. Oh, here. Technology. Yeah, here, technology. But then later they discuss the adoption of sectional control technology. So I think I'm going to cite this article as well. This is the Climate Policy Canadian Crop Production. Written by Alina Vinco. Okay, where is the citation? Here, so Vinco. Yeah, Vinco, so it should be at the end. Vinco Al 2023. I do want to include page number 9. The scare in this one, it was page 11, I believe. Yes, page 11. Page 11. There we go. But then we want to show the flip side where when the cost is shown, it has been seen, however, that once farmers are provided evidence of the value, new tools, evidence of the value of new tools and farming methods. That once farmers are provided evidence of the value of new tools and farming methods used on farms, they are more receptive to adopting them onto their own land. Farms. And here we cite a couple more pieces, and that's basically our first one done. How many pages do I have? So that's 1, that's 2. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages. Okay. 8 is, yeah, that's easy. There's definitely more I can add to this, like the specifics, like examples from the text. Yeah. Specific ones where, you know, I think I'm gonna do it for this. An example, some examples are sectional control technology, as the value of it is already seen. Oh, and we also want to cite the this one we're going to cite the Vinco article as well as the watersheds article, because both of them have examples of farmers being reluctant to adopt new techniques until other farmers employ them. And this leads into our second point of farmers trusting farmers. Bro, I'm flowing. Alright, so I'm gonna get another page done, and then another page done, and then I should be Gucci. Autosave is off. I want that shit on, bro. Oh. Thank God you guys didn't see that. Hey, hey. Alright. I'm gonna take a little breaky break. After I think about expanding this, share it among farmers that prevents many from adopting sustainable new farming practices is that the costs of changing is unknown to them and the immediate benefits are not apparent. When farmers are presented with alternatives to the farming habits of those around them and cannot see a return of investment, there is a reluctance to adopt these. That's redundant because I'm just repeating what I've said. I guess like the difficulty of adoption as well as them thinking about how the fact that it won't return the profits currently. So these alternatives might provide more return in the long these alternatives might provide more value in the long term, but farmers trust not evidence. Farmers trust techniques that can be employed efficiently and quickly. Trusts tools and techniques that can be deployed and provide benefits quickly. Alright, these alternatives might provide more value in the long term, but farmers trust tools and techniques that can be deployed quickly and provide immediate provide value to their farms. And we cite these because here that's a lot better. Because it kind of reiterated the same point. Maybe I should put like here how it relates to it, and then I'll do a counter, not a counterpoint, but then be like, but when this information is shown, like with other farmers, they're more trustworthy, which leads into the second point. Oh, excuse me. Own farmlands. An example of this being the selective blah blah blah, which is easier to deploy than using this kind of here. An example is farmers preferring the usage of yeah, they don't want to adopt smart technology. Where is it? Is this results? Yeah, this is discussion. Okay, so this article talks about how they don't give a shit about the government until they, yeah. But here it says about technology. Yeah. It's the usage of section control technology. I think I'm just going to expand without using this example. Evidence of the value of new tools and farming methods used on farms are more receptive to adopting them onto their own lands. The most efficient way found is sufficient way to convince farmers of adopting using new technologies and research is proof that they work. proof that they work in field, or proof that they work on farms, and I'm again just reiterating the same point. However, that once farmers are provided evidence of the value of new tools and farming methods used on farms. That makes no sense. Seen, however, that once farmers are provided evidence of the value that new tools and techniques farming methods bring to farms, they are more receptive to adopting them onto their own farmlands. The most efficient way to provide this evidence is efficient. What the fuck? What? Efficient. Okay, that spooked me. Way found to put forth to obtain evidence that farmers view trustworthy is proving that these services work. These tools work to central to respected farming figures in the community. Respected figures within farming communities. We want to cite again this article, specifically the page, not page, here it would be page 7, or technologies. Yeah. Whereas here in the discussion, when you get to 4.2, they talk more about how utilizing, where it's like when they see it, they trust it. So we want to cite the same article of Vinco. This is Vinco, eh? Yes, it is. Vinco, page number 9. And before that, we will have the watershed guys. Oh, excuse me. Which do not have pages, so we're going to download the PDF so that we can find results. Yeah, page number 8, is it? Yeah, page number 8. So, 8. This is Gene McGuire. So, McGuire is before V. A.L. Published in 2012. This is page number 8. Is it McGuire? Yeah. 2012, yeah. Perfect. There we have two sources. Yeah, so now we're going to talk about how social networking is how most farmers gather their own information, and then we talk about how that kind of that fuels the distrust, which then leads into a lack of a feeling that they lack critical information. And then we'll expand. Or no, recommendations are done. Yeah. Alright. Oh, speaking of recommendations, I just want to check that there are more introductions and this Morona's introduction. Oops. 1, 2, 3 intros. Okay, I'm just looking at other people's what they have written down. I only have 3 introductions. Recommendations. I should just bullet point the recommendations currently. Never mind. Alright. This is how you do it, and then you do it. Yeah, that's how you do it. How to separate paragraphs in APA format. Yeah, I'm right. Sick. Alright. So, first paragraph done. Now we're gonna hit the tab into our second paragraph about fucking sucking toes. Farmers sharing information, yeah. The most effective way that information is spread through the communities, through farming communities, is by the social network. Effective way that information is spread through farming communities is by the social network between farmers. Between farmers. Does that make sense? Not particularly. Spread through farming communities is by the social network created by between farmers. As information that comes from farmers is seen as more trustworthy than an information given from an external figure in their community. Then we can talk about why. Reasons for this are that trust in the government is low, but why is the trust in the government low? The fact that they're rural. And even then, it's only 2 sources of information Actually, two sources of information is not bad when it comes to referring to that. So, I'm gonna do it. After I take a fucking break. I need to breathe, man. On, sit down. I'm gonna go on my phone, man. I'm currently, like, imploding. Because I went to sleep at 4. I woke up at 10. Then what time is it now, actually? It's only 2:37. Yeah, so I stayed up for 12 hours now. 20, no wait. If I went to sleep at 4, I woke up at 10, I need to stay awake till 10 for it to be 24. So it's been 24 hours since I went to sleep. So I haven't stayed awake for 24 hours. I've been awake for approximately 18 hours. Good to know. Anyways, the most effective way that information is spread through farming communities is by the social network created, is by the relationships, is by communication done between farmers. When information is given to farmers, it quickly spreads throughout a community, and other farmers look to what is being done successfully. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I can get like 3 pages out of this. By communication done between farmers. Most effective way to spread. Most effective way found. The most used. The most utilized method found for sharing information between farmers and effective is through communication done within the social networks that farmers inhabit. Like they're animals. Yes. Yeah, so now I want to talk about what? And then here we're going to cite the social networks. Nitrogen, restrict, good farmer identity, climate policies. No. Early communities, there we are. LaForge, and McLaughlin. LaForge and McLaughlin, 2018. Page. What is it? Nope. Nope. Yep. Page 4. followed by independent research done through the internet and publications. Yeah. My legs look extra short whenever I cross them, and it's like this length, but I think that's just perspective. And I also just think that's because I have really stocky legs. These things can crush cans, man, which isn't very impressive now that I say that out loud. Watermelons is more impressive. Also hairy. Call me the Sasquatch. Yeah. Call me the Sasquatch the way I squash. Oh, get me in a Kendrick Lamar album with fire like this. Kiara, more like not hot. Yeah. Got him. Nice little VTuber reference. Absolutely wild scenes in Twitch, or on Twitch right now. Crazy stuff going on. So this is proving that like farmers gather information independently, or gather information this combination of social knowledge and independent research creates communities where ideas spread quickly amongst them. So spread where ideas and methods of farming spread quickly. Combination of social knowledge and independent research creates communities where ideas and methods of farming spread quickly. When more efficient and sustainable farming methods are utilized and prove to work not only in conservation efforts but also provide a larger monetary gain. It's these techniques are adopted faster than if government programs I guess workshops. Would it be programs? What does it say here? Yeah, programs. Then if government programs were to push them onto farmers. And we are again incentivizing this, but we're also going to bring in the watershed article. So we're bringing LaForge and Lachlan again, but this time we are including... Oh, excuse me. We are including the... where is it? Not this one. This one. What was it? Page 8? Page 8. Yeah. Yeah. And then page 8. This is L for LaForge. LM. So M because it's after McGuire, AL, 2012, page 8. There we are. Cool. So this then leads into lack of communication between figures. This isolated way of information being spread has created a lack of communication between figures in the agriculture sphere. Farmers want to see more communication done by government officials. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break right now because my brain is fucking fried. I'm gonna lie down. And I just realized this is a really bad idea to stream because I'm gonna take a break and then you're just gonna have to deal with like complete and utter silence for fucking an hour. So I'm gonna stop stream. Quick 1 hour of me grinding through this fucking thing. No, this is where ideas and methods of farming spread quickly. Alright, yeah, so see you, a quick 1 hour stream. Ciao.